All right, but hold on. I got a question though. Do I just start right here?
Yep.
All right, bet. All right. At this time, please remove your hats and graduation caps, and please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance and the National Anthem. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Do I say my speech after? Hello, distinguished educators, family support. You may now be seated. Hello, distinguished educators, family supporters, and my mighty lighting class of 2024. It is my pleasure to stand before you today. Oh, that's not the wrong one. It's the wrong one. No, that's not mine. That's Faith's. Seniors, a man once said, if there is no struggle, there is no progress. That man was Frederick Douglass. Mr. Douglass was on to something because this class right here has had some of the hardest struggles and issues that classes before us has never went through. We came in as a 2020 class of COVID freshmen, so now those jitters, that anxiety of being a scared child having to make that transition into a teenager was now amplified by the fear of that if we did not come to school every day, mask on 24/7, we were warned that we wouldn't make it past the first month of high school. We came in not being able to communicate with each other within 6 feet, and if we were to remove those masks, we would be scorned by everyone around us. But did we let that hold us back? Did the mask hold us back from making connections still? And what about the fact that the only constant that we had was having a new teacher every other quarter? Did that hold us back from achieving greatness? Did the repeated loss after loss over these last 4 years motivate us to fail, quit, and give up? The answer is no, because despite these adversities, we made lifelong friends whose shoulder was always there for us to cry on. We made this new way of learning in our favor and made us better. We took time to grieve and reflect on our losses and made that our motivation for our success. As we walk this stage and acknowledge our achievements, we would like to thank our mothers, our fathers, our friends, and our family who has been helping us outside of the classroom. We would also like to thank every teacher who has been there for us since the beginning, that's been helping us get to this very moment today. Last, but very, very far from least, we would like to thank our principal, Mr. Davis. We walked into Meadowdale with this man here, and he treated us as if we were his own. He used his story, his inspiration of him failing, and used it to inspire greatness inside us that we did not know we had. He cared for us when no one else did, and he is the reason why we have the fire that we have burnt inside of us. His life, his passion, his dedication is what led us and will continue to lead others to dream like Martin, lead like Harriet, fight like Malcolm, write like Maya, speak like Frederick, think like Garvey, educate like W.E.B., challenge like Rosa, inspire like Obama, overcome the odds like Mr. Eddie Davis himself, and to always roar like a lion. Thank you.
That's so funny. Is my speech up here? Okay. Hello, I'm Leshelle Trammell, your class of 2024's valedictorian. I want to begin. Thank you. I want to begin by saying that I think a good speech has a good beginning and a terrific ending, so I will then try to do so. There is a universal truth that we all have to face whether we want to or not. Everything eventually ends. As much as I've looked forward to this day, I've never really liked endings, such as the last day of school, the final chapter of a good book, saying goodbye to close friends and the wonderful staff here, and many more. However, endings are inevitable. Leaves fall, you close the book. Today is one of those days for us, but just because we're leaving doesn't mean we'll forget the people we've encountered, the things we've learned, and the challenges we went through. I know that all of the students and their parents are happy and the teachers are relieved, but imagine when these students are graduating college, moving and proceeding to do well in life. Then their parents will be the relieved ones. I want to give thanks to my wonderful teachers, my parents, and most importantly, God. I would now like to conclude my speech by saying that even a 90% is still an A. And as long as you give it your all throughout the rest of life, you'll be fine. Now that I'm here and I've made it through high school, I can now say that we've done a good job through it all. Don't cry today because it's over, smile because it happened.
Good evening, graduates, family, and friends. First, I would like to start by giving all my thanks to God because none of this would be possible without Him. As for the class of 2024, it's finally here. Congratulations. Today is the moment that we've all been waiting for since before freshman year of high school. I hope to see all of you successful one day at the career path of your choice. Dream with no walls, Deja Demings. Don't set limitations on any of the goals you wish to achieve. Once again, you did it, and I'm proud of each and every one of you. I am so grateful for Meadowdale as a whole, including sports, administration, my classmates, and my teammates. I transferred during a tough time in the process of losing my cousin, which made it 10 times harder. My first day in the building, I was immediately welcomed into the Lion family with open arms. I'm typically a quiet kid unless you get to know me a little. I can give a little thanks to Coop and Sanaa for getting me out my shell when I first got here. It has been a very long journey, and I appreciate all of my classmates for the various memories created along the way. I just want to give a special shout out to all the mentors in my life, starting with Mr. Kane, Mr. Davis, Uncle Mike, Fletch, L, Miss Selhorst, Miss Allen, Mika, and last but not least, my Dukes. I love all my moms to the moon and back many times. Each of my mentors have specific qualities that they excel at, but all of them have pushed me past limits that I did not know I could reach. Now is the time to prepare for the real world we're about to step in. With that being said, never forget the 5 P's of life. Proper planning prevents poor performance. Class of 2024, this is Tayon Martin signing out. Go Buckeyes. OH!
Class of 2024, we finally here. 4 years have come and gone. No more me yelling more in the hallways, on my megaphone saying, take your hat, your hoodie off, LaRon, Deshaun. No more me telling y'all, no, you can't do this, no, that's not gonna work, Tommy, Taja. Or get to class, Sanaa, find some place to be, Faith. Tonio, Lionel, Jeremiah, Dianco, get out the bathroom, go to class. Or no more, when I ain't see y'all in a while, am I coming at y'all like, Bob, where you been? DeShira and my angel was one of them two. What you all consider me nagging and us getting on your nerves will be the one thing that you will miss about high school. Just remember it was all out of love and we wanted nothing more but for you to graduate. I worked with this particular group over the last 4 years. We started out at Meadowdale together. This is the first initial CTC group that started their pathways from sophomore year until now. Yes, yeah, you can grab applause on that. I said that this was my class. I've had several hard conversations with most of them, tough love that was shown, applauded them when they exceeded expectations, supported them in all extracurricular activities, helped, guide, and mentor. Throughout the years, I've encountered various comments about Meadowdale, and they heard it too. For an example, kids don't learn over there. Not Meadowdale, I never dare send my kid there. That's the dirty Dale. Meadowdale's a dump school. But however, I wonder, how can any of these statements hold any true when we secured over $1.7 million in scholarships? When this particular group has broken cycles to be the first high school graduates and their families and will be heading to college on a full ride scholarship. Oh, there's more. Over 90% of our seniors graduated. We got 81 out of 80 seniors graduated this year. See, the thing is, when I started at Meadowdale 4 years ago, Meadowdale had a 54% graduation rate. We were last in the district, but not now. Cade and Wade received the McIntosh Scholarship at the University of Dayton. We defeating the odds. So let me tell you what I witnessed. Freshman year, this class showed me how they were pandemic pioneers, entering school during the pandemic, remote learning. Whew, that year was long. We was in school to June 30th. Sophomore year, they became trailblazers, determined to be different from the other classes that came before them. Junior year, they were driven. This group started making plans for their futures, asking questions, and was intrigued on how others made it. Senior year was a rough one, though. Senioritis got real. The fear of the world was approaching. But we lost 2 staff members. I told Sanaa I wasn't going to cry. But Mr. Derek D. Rod Robinson, we lost him. Mr. Stedman Wynn, we lost him, but he's here in spirit. We've lost students who've also walked the hallways of this group. But through it all, as Tommy said, fire got lit underneath this particular class and they became resilient. Some things you can't get without perseverance. See, 25 years ago, I graduated from Meadowdale High School, proud alumni class of 1999. The first alumni to ever be a building principal of his alma mater here at Meadowdale. See, I was unclear at that time, but see, life is the best teacher out of all teachers. I was told I couldn't do it, wouldn't do it, and I would not be in this spot. It would never happen. I did not become your building principal because I'm the smartest or the most intellectual. It felt like the further I got, the harder it became. But here this guy from Five Oaks kept fighting and determined to be the opposite of what everybody stereotyped me to be. So we don't feed into all the negativity they said about Meadowdale, and that's the reason why we continue to keep standing. Class of 2024, I'm going to leave you with these final tips. We should not avoid failure. Failure is a part of the process. It's a part of life. Don't just go through it, grow through it, just as you did throughout these 4 years. See, life is like a roller coaster. It takes its loops and turns, twists and turns, and it takes you through a dark tunnel, but there's light at the end of it. Failure is okay as long as you are failing forward. You've heard me say this multiple times throughout 4 years. If you fail to plan, you plan to fail. When life gets to lifing, it gets real. It's not going to be easy. No one's going to hand it to you. But that's when we buck. We buck up. Nuck, if you buck, that's what we do. You cannot give up in the process. High school was a process. Process is not supposed to be comfortable, and it will hurt. Once you start something, you finish it. But the process is what builds your character. Sometimes the most you can do is the best you can do, and sometimes things fall apart for better things to come together. So I'm going to ask you one more time, are you going to be that person that has a lot of reasons of why they're not where they want to be, or are you going to be that person of results? Are you going to be the one to always give up excuses, or are you going to be the one that has achievements? Are you going to be the one blaming somebody else, or are you going to be the one that come up with solutions? Because you can never keep it 100 with nobody if you don't keep it 100 with yourself. Someone's opinion of you does not have to become your reality. Some of the same people that will lift you up will be the same people that tear you down. Therefore, you use your smile to change the world. Don't let the world change your smile. With that being said, they asked us, why are lions mighty? Why is the lion king? Why is the lion the king of the jungle? He's not the biggest, that's the elephant. He's not the fastest, that's the cheetah. He's not the smartest, that's the chimpanzee. It's his mentality. So I challenge you one more time. As Tommy already said it, y'all have heard me say it on announcements. I challenge you to dream like Martin, lead like Harriet, fight like Malcolm, think like Garvey, write like Maya, build like Madam CJ, speak like Frederick, educate like W.E.B., believe like Thurgood, challenge like Rosa, inspire like Obama, organize like Ella, and you always roar like a mighty lion. With that being said, Superintendent Lawrence, each student has earned a minimum of 20.5 Carnegie units in all required courses and has demonstrated competency in reading as defined by the Ohio Department of Education's graduation requirements. I do hereby certify that each of these students has met or exceeded the graduation requirements set forth by the Dayton Public Schools and the Ohio Department of Education. Superintendent Lawrence, I present to you the mighty Meadowdale Lions class of 2024.
Principal Davis. I'm gonna have to redirect some of my remarks right now. What a magnificent speech. It's a team effort, and that's from custodians to parents to SROs to nutrition services to teachers and to assistant principals, and to obviously families. It's a team effort to get you here to this point, but every team has to have a leader. And Eddie Davis came to my office 10 years ago when I was the chief of school innovation and said, I want to be a leader. I want to be a leader of children, and I want to make things happen for them. And here we are 10 years later, and you are the leader, a leader. Let's give it up for Eddie Davis. Meadowdale, as superintendent of Dayton Public Schools, and by the powers entrusted to me by the Ohio Department of Education and the Dayton Board of Education, I do hereby accept these candidates for graduation and release their diplomas to be presented during the ceremony. One of your own, a mighty lion, Board President Will Smith, will take it from here.
Good evening. Are we Meadowdale Lions or what? Or what? So let's do a little better than that. Good evening. Good evening. Like Dr. Lawrence said, my name is Will Smith, and I am a proud 2001 graduate of Meadowdale High School. Proud. Hello to all our graduates, families, teachers, and administrators. On behalf of the Dayton Board of Education, I'd like to extend my sincere congratulations to the Meadowdale Career Technology Center class of 2024. I would say it's my privilege to stand before you, but it's always a privilege to just be anywhere in this city around beautiful young people such as yourselves. And it's just something about being a lion, right? It's something about being a mighty lion. We walk with our head held up. You see us around town walking with a strut because we know what's up. That black and gold, people want to wear it. People wish they could wear it. I see some Dunbar grads in the building that just couldn't wear it, couldn't hold up to it. And that's how I want you Meadowdale graduates to walk around, understanding that you come from something. This graduation is not just the ending of your high school years, it's a launch to the rest of your life. You've had a time for sure, and we all know we've had. But as you leave out of here, I want you to know that you are all victors. You're successful. As you graduate and go on to your next step in life, I'd like to take a brief moment to kind of switch up the narrative that people always put on you guys as that COVID class of Dayton Public Schools. Sure, we started out online, doing virtual learning, not knowing where your next day would take you, not knowing when you'd see your friends again. But I'm telling you, you're about to go into the real world, so I'm gonna teach you how to resume workshop that now. What you really are a group of students that have learned how to master technology in a rapidly changing environment in order to obtain mastery in a variety of academic subjects. You see how you switch that up a little bit? That's what I want you to learn how to do. Everything you've gone through has built you up to where you are now. Everything that has been in your environment leads you to today. And as you take that climb to wherever you're going to go next, I want you to think about something. When you're standing at the base of a mountain, there's a lot more people that can stand around that base of the mountain that can actually stand on the summit. That means there will be people that are next to you today. There will be people in your life today that can't climb where you're going to climb. There are going to be people around you today that won't go where you're going to go because they cannot go where you're going to go because they don't see the road that you see. And if people do not see what you can see, they will not be what you can be. And if you try to be what others can't see, you will never be what you want to be. So I need all of you right now to look at your neighbor. And I'm going to tell you, I come from a Baptist household. So look at your neighbor and say, neighbor. Oh, we're going to start this over. I mean y'all in the crowd too. Say, neighbor. I know I'm somebody. That means I'm going to be what I'm going to be. And if you don't plan, on being successful, do me a favor and get away from me. Because you are all successes in my eyes. Just like Principal Davis said, who also went to Meadowdale with me, Principal Davis can attest, we are always been great Meadowdale Lions, although he graduated a couple years ahead of me, so I lost some of the hair. But this class, I want you all to understand and remember what he said. More than 60% of this class will continue their education after high school. 3 students are going on to enlist in the military. Our students at Meadowdale CTC have already earned 128 college credits. Can we give them a hand for that? Our CTE students have earned 351 college credits overall. 69 of these students have earned career certifications and credentials. 5 of you have earned full ride scholarships. And like Principal Davis said, $1.7 million in scholarships come from these students. These students that come from Dayton Public Schools, where people do not want to write your successes, they love your failures. So as you move forward, remember to keep your head held high, because the moment you look down is the moment that people will write you down, and they will keep you down. I urge you to remember that. And I urge you to remember the words of Principal Davis, and like Brother Tommy repeated earlier, but if you don't mind, can I remix that just a little bit? Because I see the success in you. So when years later, I want graduates to come and say, I want to serve like Lachelle. I want to build like Wally. I want to lead like Tommy. I want to achieve like Caden. I want to create like Ramel. I want to overcome like Tayon. I want to shine like Sanaa. I want to stand like Esther. I want to keep the faith like Faith and always roar like a mighty lion. So now, on behalf of the Dayton Board of Education, I accept these students commended to me by the superintendent, and they shall hereforth be deemed graduates of Dayton Public Schools, and they shall be hereforth bestowed with all the rights, privileges, and responsibilities afforded to graduates of this school system. Now please, please join me in congratulating graduates of the greatest school in the city of Dayton, the Meadowdale Career Technology Center class of 2024. I love y'all.
Tayon Lamar Martin. Emma Marie Wilcox. Taja Danae Edwards. Romeo Asa Michael Bell Jr. Deani Lene Taylor. Mateo Allen Robinson. Agape Ikarezi. Devin Alexander Mobley. Esther Riziki. Faith Elizabeth Hodges. Joshua Bernard Booth. Shamor Trey Stacy. Tommy Lee Nichols III. Ashley Sincere McElrath. Sana Nicole Visgarando. Caden Joshua Wade. Leshelle Trammell. Taquan James Pierce. Erica Lynn Jordan. Angela Lorena Camacho Bernardo. De Niro Morris. Eric Neozima. Reynaldo David Velasco. Shania Nguyen. Yendu Boam Chantal Lamboni. King Cabral. Aiden Copus. Ronnie Parker. Kiera Self. Sergetta Smith. Antonia Haley. Kennedy Suddiff. Wally Ndaye. Olivier Mupenzi. Paris Marie Parker. Isabel Grace Fields. Salantra Darnell. Cameron Griffith. LaRon Bell Jr. Denaya Lynette Cooper. Giovanni Lawson Jr. Paris Thomas. Karan Thomason. Philip Darrell Wynn III. Dianco Lamar Taylor Jr. Michaela Drown. Michael Jamari Turner. Michael Allen Weeks. Terry Dixon, Jr. Jeremiah Farrar. Marcus Lamar Thomas, Jr. Esther Mukashima. My angel, Lovely Benson. Cesar Aim. Jody Fisher. Deshaun Michael Lewis. Denasia Dewberry. Dashira Lachey Jackson. Demario James Currington. Kayvon Richard Stokes. Jeremiah Alexander Catlin. Aurelie Mendoza Pena. Jakaya Andrews. Amari Hayes. Laquan Jones. Brandon Shepard. Armaya Marzetti. Brianna Cartwright. Nazareth Thompson. Damari Johnson. Edward Parson Jr. Bienveni Kambale. Lionel Lloyd Combs IV. Antonio Taylor Jr.
Good evening, everyone. Is this thing going? Can y'all hear me? 29 years ago, I had this same wonderful experience stand before you as a proud class of 95 Meadowdale Lion. And there is nothing more dear to me than our beloved alma mater. Meadowdale, oh Meadowdale, our hearts belong to you. Our loyalty we pledge to thee, to friends revered and true. The lion spirit, brave and bold, will proudly bear the black and gold. Our hallowed halls will ever be a part of every memory. Congratulations, class of 2024. Congratulations.
Hello, distinguished educators, family support, and my Mighty Lion class of 2024. It is my pleasure to stand before you today and extend a heartfelt welcome to all of those who helped us get here. This gathering marks the beginning of a wonderful journey for us all. I was laughing with some friends the other day when I realized something. The day has come to turn our tassels. We have gotten over our fears and our hassles. From surviving quarantine to surviving finals, we have overcome the unthinkable. We will part our ways and say farewell to the people who taught us how to think and spell. As we walk down the aisle with our cap and gowns, there will be no frowns as we set out for success. To our family support, we want to thank you for all that you do, have done, and will do. We know that our journey is only beginning, and we will need you more than ever to help us see our dreams through. To our educators, we want to thank you for bearing with us when we weren't the easiest to work with, believing in us when we didn't believe in ourselves, and for pushing us to this point. We have learned so much more than what comes from a textbook with you guiding us. To my Mighty Lion classmates, it is important to remember lessons will be thrown at us daily and that we don't know it all. It's important for us to remember where we come from, remember the hardship we've already pushed through and turn it to positive. Remember that you are a lion, that you are a mighty lion, and you will persevere and succeed at everything that you put your mind to. No matter where we end up, we started the same, and our legacy will live through our accomplishments. Our dreams and goals will lead the way, and it all starts today. Whether your next chapter is college, military, or the workforce, remember we are already farther than where we started. Remember that you will fail every time you don't try, and to never lose sight of yourself. Think about how those that are rooting for you will feel if you gave up. Think about all the obstacles you have already overcame. Take the time and enjoy the journey and not just the reward, and most importantly, have fun. I want to give a shout out to my parents, teachers, staff, brother, mama, my coach, my buddies, and Mr. Davis. And let's not forget about Mr. Wynn. You might not be here physically, but you're here spiritually, and Mama Nay is here on your behalf. You're forever in our heart. You leaving me this early really hurt me. And I know that you're watching over me and sharing me with love. Thank you all for bearing with me during my time in the hospital, missing school, and still loving and nurturing me through it all. I couldn't have done this without you guys. Meadowdale class of 2024, please rise. The turning of the tassel from the right to the left signifies our moving from the classroom into our future. So let the journey begin. You may now move your tassel from the right to the left.